Hello friends, welcome to our channel RetailConnect.com. In this session, we will discuss the JavaScript topic 4 in versus 4 off. So what is the basic difference between 4 in, when to use, and similarly what is the difference with 4 off and when to use in our JavaScript codes. Okay, so we will discuss here. Okay, so we will write it first 4 in. Okay, and we have another 4 off. Okay. So the first difference is that if you notice that it was introduced earlier than ES6. Okay, earlier for ES6 version release. Okay, but this was that means 4 off was introduced in ES6 version only. Okay, this is the main difference which you should remember, and the second difference is that we will discuss in deep. Okay, so first we will start with 4 in. Okay, so let's suppose we have an JSON object a equal to 1, b equal to 2, and we have a c equal to 3. So we have a value here a, b, c. Okay, now what we will use? We will use with 4 in and 4 off to get all the values in console. So what can we do? For let in x in, and we have s in. Okay, now we can console dot log. If you log the x, what you will get? See, in the console you are getting a, b, c. That means if you want to iterate on any object, okay, so you can easily iterate on any object. You will get the key, okay, with the help of 4 in. Okay, similarly what will happen if you do with 4 off? Okay, so what happens? You can see s is not iterable. That means this object is not iterable object. Okay, but with the help of in, we can easily get the keys. Okay, but we are not able to use the off. Okay, because this is an JSON object which is not iterable. Okay, but here you are getting the keys. Okay, so if you want to get out the values with the keys, then you can easily print the values as well. Okay, so the first difference between this one is that it will not work with JSON object. Okay, that means not iterable, so it only works with iterable object. So what are the iterable objects in JavaScript? Like array, map, set. Okay, that means this 4 off will work only with array, map, or set. Okay, whereas your 4 in will work with JSON object. Okay, and next we will come with array. Okay, now before going to that, we will have one more point here. Okay, so what happens if you will use object dot define property? Okay, one property we have to define. Okay, and we will pass as object, and then our another key called d, abc, then d, and then we have our value 4. Okay, and I will make it enumerable false. Okay, similarly what we do, B, C, D, E, and value is 5, and we have enumerable true. So what happens here, you can see in console, this will not work off because it is not iterable object, JSON object, so it will not going to work. Okay, so we will comment it out. Okay, now you can see in console that we are getting A, B, C, and after C we are getting E. Means we are getting 1, 2, 3, and 5. We are not getting this value. That shows if you make your object key value as enumerable false, it will not going to work with let in. Okay, JSON object will work only if the enumerable is true. Otherwise, it will not be included in your this for in loop. Okay, so the here you can also write that it works only when enumerable is true. Okay, it only works when enumerable is true. Otherwise, it will not let you in for in. Okay, so this is the main difference. Okay, if you use the JSON object in with let for in. Okay, now we will come with the example, another example. We will comment it out and we will just create an array. Okay, here we will test with the array 1, 2, and 3. So what happens with array here? Okay, if you have x here, you will see you will get the index of array. Okay, you will not get the value inside this x. Okay, so let's test with for of. So for with for of you are getting 1, 2, 3. That means you are getting value. You are not getting the index. Okay, so this is the main difference as well. Okay, so in for in you will get only e. Okay, but in for of you will get value, or if you will use map and set, then you will get key value pair. Okay, so you can get key value pair. Okay, now what will happen if you happen, you will set this with we will have array here and we have an index here, index 0, 1, 2, and now we will start with 3, and index 4 we will have value 4, 5 with enumerable. Okay, so if you will console comment it out first, let's check with let in. So you can see we are getting the index inside our this one. Okay, so we have 0, 1, 2. Okay, we are not getting 3 because enumerable is false here. Okay, we are getting directly 4 because enumerable is true. Okay, that means inside 4 in our enumerable should be true. Okay, now we will comment this out and the test with let 4. Here what you see, here we are getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all. That means 3 plus 2. This means enumerable true or false doesn't matters with for of. Okay, because these are iterable objects, so enumerable doesn't matters here. Okay, so you will get all values here. Okay, now what will happen if you will do like this, s dot 5 equal to, you can say any key equal to 6, let's suppose. This is an array, this is an object, object set key. Okay, we are setting the value like in object. Okay, so what happens if you have 4 off? Okay, so if you have 4 off, you are not getting value here. Okay, see, 1 2 3 4 5, you are not getting any value because this is not included in the array. Okay, but what happens if you will use with in? So if you will use with in, you can see you are getting the key. That means it is the key for this object. Okay, that means this is behaving as a key. Okay, but we are not getting the value this much because that is not in the iterable. Okay, but with the help of let in, we are able to get this key. Okay, so this is the main difference you can see. Okay, okay, so now we come with example of map and set. Okay, so let's suppose we have a map JavaScript with new keyword. Okay, and then we have map dot set. We have some value pair like a have one. Okay, then again you can create the sequence like this. Okay, we have two, then again set 3 comma 3. Okay, so we have a map and we have this one. Okay, so what will happen if we will use in m? So you can see if you will use for in with map, you will get error is not defined up to it's come on this and throwing error here. Okay, what happen if you will use with keys or again you are not getting anything. If you try with values, you are not getting anything. Increase, you are not getting anything. That means let in, that means for in will not work with map or set inside here for in. Okay, so it only works with array and JSON object. Okay, so we will go for with of. Okay, okay, sorry, he is not defined. That means we have to write with. Okay, we will test with one more time with in. Okay, what will happen? So you are not getting anything with int reach, with each, not getting anything, values, we are not getting anything, and with normal, we are not getting. Okay, that means it's not work with map and set. For in will not work with map and set. Okay, set we will come later. Okay, and if we will have off here, then you can easily getting the key value pair list. Okay, if you will work with keys, then it will work because these all were going to work with 4 off. Okay, so similarly we will test with the set. Okay, so we have a set and we can well set the values using the add, and it should be only unique, otherwise set will. Okay, so 3 4. Okay, now you can see with the 4 off. Okay, it is working properly, it is returning. If you will use the int range, it will give the result same as with edge comes with map like key value pair. So there is no key, so it will return the same value with key value pair. If you will use the keys, then you will get keys, then you will get values. Okay. If you will not have things here, then you will get the values. But let's check with in. You are getting nothing. With keys, you are getting nothing. Value, you are getting nothing. And range, you are getting nothing. That means set is also not working with for in. Okay. So this all was inside your differences with for off and for in. So we will summarize it here. Okay. So in C, in for in, it was introduced earlier that in ES6. Okay. It only works with JSON object or array. Okay. That means it works on object but only with JSON type of object or array. Okay. And if the enumerable is true, then only it will going to work. Okay. If the enumerable is false, it will not include inside your for in. Okay. And it returns keys only. Okay. It doesn't return values. Okay. So if the array also have a key different from index, then it will also return. Okay. Similarly, with for of was introduced in ES6 version only. Okay. It will not work with JSON object because JSON object is not enumerable or iterable. Okay. I'm sorry, iterable. Okay. It only works with iterable object like array, map, set. Okay. Map and set was also introduced in ES6 version only. Okay. Now it returns values or key value. Returns only key. It returns. If you are using the array, then you will get values. If you are using the map or set, then you can use entries to get key value, or if you want to get only values, then you can also use the only keys for values. Okay. It will not going to show you the index or something. Okay. So this is the basic difference between for in and for off. Hope you got the understand between the differences between for in and for off. Okay. So like our channel, subscribe our channel, and stay tuned with our videos. Okay, we will get more videos of JavaScript topics, okay, and ES6 topics. So thanks for watching.